Hey, fourth graders, I heard you were a sharp bunch. Choo, choo. You didn't know. One of my fantastic skills is sword fighting. I'm pretty amazing at it. I know. Just to flip my hair. And today, I'm going to show you the proper way to stand while you're sword fighting. But in order to do that, I need some help with my angles and my degrees in order to get my arms just right. So let's put this sword away for a minute and talk about our problem of the day. So we're on 11.3. Today we're going to be measuring and we're going to measure and draw angles. I can use a protractor to draw angles. Say hello to your little friend, the protractor. This is how we measure angles in a circle. Maybe this is your first time seeing it, maybe not, but this is going to be your best friend in today's lesson. Capiche? All right. So we're going to use this to help us. I made my own big one up here. It's kind of ghetto, but that's okay. So let's use our protractor and talk about this. So our question of the day, oh, hang on, let me grab the marker, is the proper fighting stance looks like the angle below. So it looks like this angle. How many degrees should your arms be apart for the pose? So it's saying that one arm should be here and the other arm should be up here when you're starting your fighting pose. But I need to know how many degrees is it from here to here, okay? Because this is how we start and then, right? So we need to know how many degrees is between one and the other. So this is where we use our protractor, okay? So in this section, they're going to give you lots of different angles, and you're going to have to measure them. So let me teach you about this protractor. So here is your protractor. There's a circle right in the middle of it, right here, and this is called the vertex. The vertex is what you put on the corner of the fraction. So where the two lines meet, that's where your vertex always goes, okay? So your vertex goes in the corner of the angle. So I put my vertex on the corner of the angle. Then your line on bottom, the line going this direction, you're going to line up. If you look here, there's a line right next to the vertex going this direction. You're going to line that up with this line. Okay? So make sure it's the right direction. Put it right there and make sure they're lined up. So I got my vertex and I have my lines lined up, okay? And then, so this is what it would look like on a big protractor. My vertex has my line. It's lined up with this line. And then you're going to follow where the other arm points to. So this arm points to 120 degrees. So on your protractor, you have all these numbers. Okay, you're going to use the numbers on bottom, okay? Sorry, look at it the right direction for you. So it goes from 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 90. 90 is a right angle, and then everything after it is bigger than 90 degrees. If you go the full length, it's 180, okay? So vertex on vertex, lines matching up, and then you follow the other line to see where it matches up on your protractor. And so on this particular one, our line hits at 120 degrees. So my answer would be 120 degrees. And that's how long my arms would be for when I started my fighting pose. All right, it's a little bit hard to do without you being right there, but we're going to practice and try. You won't be able to do any practice problems today because, well, maybe you'll be able to do one. Actually, we'll see if you can get one on there. All right, let's do our first one. So if we had an angle that looked like this, and I wanted to know how many degrees was this angle, okay? What we would do is we'd take our protractor, make sure it's going the right direction. I'd take my vertex, my hole in the middle, and put it on the corner of the angle. Then I'd line up my line on bottom to make sure it matches the line on bottom. And then I would see where the other hand falls. So it's a little hard to see, but if you look over here, it goes right up to this 50, okay? So the whole degrees Wow, these are really hard to get off the board. 50 degrees. So it went from here, sorry, backwards, here to here. Okay, so we saw that this angle measures 50 degrees. Okay, so the whole lesson is really being able to use this tool. You want to do two things. You want to be able to find the degrees, and then you want to be able to create the degree. Okay, so let's look at another one where we're finding the degrees, and then I'll show you how you can create it. So sometimes you have small acute angles, and sometimes you have big obtuse angles. So let's look at this one. Okay, I want to know how many degrees this is. Okay, so once again, I take my protractor, make sure it's going the right direction, put my vertex, my circle, in the middle of the angle, line up my line on bottom with this one, and then see where it falls. So if I look here, this angle falls a little outside of 120, so I'd say like 123 degrees. Okay, sometimes you have to guess because it goes by tens. So I'd guess 123 degrees. Okay, so let's try if you don't have it and they ask you to make a fraction or an angle. So they say make a 82 degrees angle, okay? So what we would do to make an 82 degrees angle, we're still gonna need our protractor, okay? The first thing is we're going to need a line on bottom. I like to use my protractor to make a nice clean line. So I would make a nice clean line on bottom with my protractor. Okay. Then this is going to be the test of me is getting this off the board. Okay, make sure it's going the right way. I put my vertex at the beginning of that line, and I'm going to mark where it's 82 degrees. Okay, I'm going to go to 80 and then go pretty close to it. I'm going to mark it where it's close to 82, and then I'm going to come out and draw this line. So this is 82 degrees. Okay? So what I did is I matched up my circle in the middle, and then I found where it said, backwards again, I found where it said 80, and then I went 2 degrees off of it, and I marked it, and then I drew a line connecting it. Okay, 82 degrees, okay? So we're gonna try this. Here's your pause problem. It might be your only, well, actually no, I have a thought for another pause problem. I want you to make a 110 degree angle, okay? Pause it and give it a try. Use your protractor, and then come back and see if you got it right. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make just a straight line. And then I'm going to give it an arrow. I'm going to put my protractor lining up where my vertex is at the end of the line, and then find 110 degrees and mark it. I'm going to pull my protractor up, and then I'm going to draw a line through that mark I have. And this whole angle is going to be 110 degrees. So I know it's got to be right because 110 is obtuse. All right, I hope you did fairly decent. Okay? Something else that this lesson's also going to talk about is remembering the difference between an acute angle. Remember, it's acute because it's so cute and little. A right angle, where it's perfectly a right 90 degrees. And then an obtuse angle is anything bigger than a right angle. So it might ask you to label it. So anything but a 90 degrees would be right. Anything bigger than 90 degrees, so 110 degrees, would be obtuse. And anything smaller than 90 degrees, say this is 40 degrees, would be acute. I just want to remind you that acute and small angles, right angles have a right angle, and then obtuse are anything bigger than 90 degrees. All right, my friends. That's it for today, just one pause problem. If you have any questions on protractors, we'll go over it again, but let me know, and have a fabulous day. Bye.